Hello friends, in this lecture we discuss about Argand plan and the polar representation of a complex number. Friends, remember this, every complex number z is equal to x plus iy is a one type of order pair xy, and we know that there is a point in arc sphere corresponding to given point xy. Say P is a point corresponding to xy. So every complex number can be represented by point pxy in arc sphere. So a plane which represents a complex number is called Argand plane. Clear? In Argand plane, every points of a plane represent a complex number z is equal to x plus iy. Like as z is equal to 2 plus 3i. So this is a point 2, 3. And we know that there is a point corresponding to 2, 3. X coordinate 2. So 1, 2. Y coordinate 3. 1, 2, 3. So this is a point 2, 3 corresponding to complex number z. So remember this Argand plane. Plane which represent a complex number is called Argand plane. Now here O is the origin. OP is distance of a point from origin, and we know that coordinate of O 0, 0, coordinate of P xy. So using distance formula, OP is equal to x square plus y square. But about root of x square plus y square, you know. This is a magnitude or modulus of a complex number z. Clear? So OP gives magnitude of complex number z is equal to x plus iy. We know that for complex number z is equal to x plus iy, magnitude of z, mod of z is equal to root of x square plus y square. Clear? Now every point on x-axis has y coordinate 0. So every point on a x-axis is a form of x plus I into 0. Y coordinate 0. So x-axis is called real axis. Similarly, on a y-axis, every point on a y-axis have x coordinate 0. So every point on y-axis are in a form of complex 0 plus I y. So y is called imaginary axis. X is a real axis, y is a imaginary axis. Clear? Now for complex number z is equal to x plus iy, conjugate of z, you know about this, conjugate of z is equal to x minus iy. Here z is equal to xy is a point corresponding to this pxy. Similarly, for z bar is equal to x minus iy, there is a point q x minus y. This represent a complex number z bar. Here x coordinate of p and q both same. Y coordinate have a value same and a sign opposite. So conjugate of z, complex number x is equal to I y, is mirror image under x-axis, mirror image under real axis. Clear this? So remember this conjugate of given complex number. Now polar representation of a complex number. Remember this for a complex number z is equal to x plus iy. There is a point p xy corresponding to given complex number z is equal to x plus iy. Here OP is equal to mod of root of xy plus yxy. Mod of z, that is the root of xy plus yxy. And say this is a r. If OP makes an angle theta with positive direction of x-axis, then r theta is called polar coordinate of a given complex number. Clear? Here coordinate of P are xy. OP is equal to r, and OP makes an angle theta with positive direction of x-axis. So coordinate of P also r cos theta, r sin theta. So x is equal to r cos theta and y is equal to r sin theta. So replacing x and y in z, we get z is equal to r cos theta plus I r sin theta. This is called polar form of a given complex number. R theta is a polar coordinate of z. Z is equal to r cos theta plus I r sin theta is called polar form of a given complex number. Clear? Here theta belongs to r. Then theta is called argument of z. Here in this case we take theta belongs to 0 to 2 pi. Clear? So if theta belongs to close 0 to 2 pi, then theta is called argument of z. Argument of z. Clear? Or amplitude of a given complex number. If we take theta belongs to minus pi to pi, then this argument is called a principal argument of a z. Clear? We solve some question of exercise 5.2. Question number 1. Find the modulus and argument of each of the complex number. 1. Z is equal to minus 1 minus I root 3. Modulus and argument. Here we know that for z is equal to x plus iy, x is equal to r cos theta, y is equal to r sin theta. Taking the sum of square of x and y, x square plus y square, we get r square. Cos square theta plus sin square theta. Cos square plus sin square become 1. So x square plus y square equal to r square. So r is equal to root of x square plus y square. This is a magnitude of a z. We know that. Clear? Modulus of a z. And for argument, replacing x by its value and r by its value, find a cos theta sin theta. Cos theta is equal to x upon r and sin theta is equal to y upon r. Get value of cos theta sin theta. From this find the value of theta. This becomes argument. Clear? Here x is equal to minus 1, y is equal to minus root 3. compare with z is equal to x plus iy. X is equal to -1, y is equal to minus root 3. Clear? Therefore, r is equal to root of x square plus y square. So is equal to root of 1 square is a 1 plus root 3 square is a 3 is equal to root of 4 is a 2. So r is equal to 2. Therefore, magnitude of z, modulus of z is equal to 2. Clear? Now, we know that x is equal to r cos theta and y is equal to r sin theta. Put here x is equal to -1, r is equal to 2 cos theta. Same for this, y is equal to minus root 3, r is equal to 2 sin theta. Clear? Therefore, cos theta is equal to -1 by 2 and sin theta is equal to minus root 3 by 2. Here cos and sin both are negative, and both are negative lies in a third quadrants. And in the third quadrants, how we get value of theta? Remember this. Here cos theta is equal to 1 by 2, sin theta is equal to root 3 by 2 happen only at pi by 3. And the theta lies in a third quadrant, so becomes minus pi plus pi by 3. Clear this? So argument of z is equal to minus pi plus pi by 3. Okay, so 3 pi minus 3 pi plus pi become minus 2 pi upon a 3. This becomes argument of a z. Okay. Similarly, for second question, z is equal to minus root 3 plus I. So comparing with x, z is equal to x plus iy. Here minus x is equal to, we know that r cos theta, and y is equal to r sin theta. Now replacing x by minus root 3 r cos theta, y is equal to 1 here, so r sin theta. Now taking a sum of square of both, on both sides we get root 3 square 3 plus 1 square is 1 is equal to r square. Clear? Therefore, r is equal to root of 4 is equal to 2. So r is equal to 2. This is the modulus of given complex number. Modulus. Okay. Now replacing r in this, we get minus root 3 is equal to 2 cos theta, 1 is equal to 2 sin theta. Therefore, cos theta is equal to minus root 3 by 2, and the sin theta is equal to 1 by 2. Here cos is negative, sin is a positive. Happen only in fourth quadrants, and in the fourth quadrants, theta is equal to becomes minus here pi by 6. Think where the value of cos become root 3 by 2 and sin become 1 by 2 at pi by 6, and the theta lies in fourth quadrant, and theta we take in a minus pi to pi. So we take theta is equal to minus pi by 6. Clear? Remember this here. If xy lies in first quadrant, then we take theta is equal to in a 0 to pi by 2. Theta lies in a this second quadrant, then we take theta below from minus pi by 2 to pi. Clear? And if theta lies in this lower third and fourth quadrants, then we take like as in a third quadrant, then we take a minus pi to minus pi by 2, and If in a fourth quadrant, then minus pi by 2 to 0. Clear? So in this case we take a minus value, and in this case we take a positive value. Clear? So argument of z is equal to minus pi by 6. Okay. Now next question, convert each of the complex number in a polar form. Question number 3. 1 minus I. Say this is a z. So z is equal to 1 minus I. First compare given complex number with z is equal to x plus iy. We get x is equal to 1, y is equal to minus 1. So r is equal to, we know that root of x square plus y square is equal to x is equal to 1 plus 1 minus 1 square is equal to root of 1 plus 1 becomes root 2. Okay, so r is equal to root 2. Now we know that x is equal to r cos theta, y is equal to r sin theta. So replace x by 1, r by root 2 cos theta, y is equal to minus 1, r is equal to root 2 sin theta. Therefore cos theta is equal to becomes 1 upon root 2, sin theta is equal to becomes minus 1 upon root 2. Clear this? Now from cos and sin get value of theta. Here cos is positive, sin is negative. Think in which quadrant this happened. Cos is positive, sin is a negative. Cos positive, sin negative happen only in this fourth quadrants. And in the fourth quadrants, here cos theta 1 upon root 2, sin theta 1 upon root 2. Here first read without sign, taking both positive, 1 upon root 2, 1 upon root 2. Think where value of cos and sin become 1 upon root 2, pi by 4. And lies in the fourth quadrant, so apply minus sign, because this lies in 0 to minus pi. Clear this? So principal argument or argument of z is equal to theta is equal to minus pi by 4. Okay, so this is a theta. Therefore z is equal to, we know that polar form, r cos theta plus I r sin theta. So is equal to r is equal to root 2 cos theta is equal to minus pi by 4 plus I r is equal to root 2 sin theta is equal to minus pi by 4. Okay, so this is a z. Clear this? Now question number 4. Minus 1 plus I. So this is the z. Comparing with x and y. Here x is equal to minus 1, y is equal to 1. Therefore apply second method and get this. How to get this value of r and theta? Think. We know that x is equal to r cos theta, y is equal to r sin theta. Therefore x is equal to minus 1 r cos theta and y is equal to 1 r sin theta. Now sharing and adding on both sides, we get minus 1 square plus 1 square is equal to r square. Cos square plus sin square become 1. So r is equal to root 2. Clear? So this become modulus of z. Now r replacing this, therefore by 1 x is equal to, say this is 1, by 1 minus 1 is equal to root 2 cos theta, and 1 is equal to r is equal to root 2 sin theta. Therefore cos theta is equal to minus 1 upon root 2, and sin theta is equal to 1 upon root 2. Clear? Cos is minus 1 upon root 2, sin is 1 upon root 2. Now think how to get value of theta. Without sin, think value of cos is 1 upon root 2, sin is 1 upon root 2, and think where value of cos and sin become 1 upon root 2 at pi by 4. Cos is negative, sin is positive. Happen only in cos is negative and sin is positive, only in these quadrats. So value of argument becomes pi minus pi by 4. So argument of z is equal to pi minus pi by 4. Clear this? So is equal to become 3 pi by 4. So replace theta is equal to 3 pi by 4 in this. X is equal to r cos theta, y is equal to r sin theta, and x and y replace in this, we get a polar form of a complex number. So polar form of z is equal to r root 2 cos theta, theta is equal to 3 pi by 4, plus r is equal to root 2 sin theta is equal to 3 pi by 4. Clear this? So r cos theta plus ir sin theta. Replacing r and theta, we get polar form of a given complex number. Okay. Now question number 5. Same question, minus 1 minus I. Question number 6, minus 3. Here we are able to solve this question number 6. Just try. Let z is equal to minus 3, plus here imaginary part 0, so I into 0. So here x is equal to minus 3, y is equal to 0. Clear this? So r is equal to root of x square plus y square is equal to root of minus 3 square is a 9 plus 0 square is a 0. Root of 3 is a 3. So r is equal to 3. Clear? Now x is equal to r cos theta, y is equal to r sin theta. Therefore x is equal to minus 3, r is equal to 3 cos theta, and y is equal to 0, r is equal to 3 sin theta. Therefore cos theta is equal to minus 1, and sin theta is equal to 0, and this happen on a negative direction of a x-axis. Clear this? Minus 1 and 0 becomes at a pi. Okay, so argument of z is a pi. Therefore z is equal to r cos theta, r is equal to 3 cos theta, theta is equal to pi, plus r is equal to 3 sin theta is equal to pi. Clear? So this is a polar form of given complex number. Clear? Similarly, applying same, solve question number 7 and question number 8 yourself. Remaining exercise we solve in the next lecture. Okay.